Good point. However, I don't know what to do.
Ah, yes? Uh-huh. I require some time to think.
Serenoa. Yes. I see. But... what should we do?
Say. A fair point. However...
My lord.
Aye, lad. I've made up my mind.
Yes, sir.
It is time to cast our votes. In which strategy do we entrust the future of Glenbrook? Approach the scales of conviction with your token at the ready.
I will put my faith in you.
I agree wholeheartedly.
I changed my mind.
I'm with you.
The scales of conviction will illuminate the path we've chosen. The way forward is decided. We collapse the reservoir and flood the capital, dealing a crippling blow to the enemy forces.
You will submerge the capital to win the battle. I see. So Wolfort rules with military might. It is a thorny path you tread. Your people will resent you for this.
I know.
It would be unfortunate if you didn't, but that is what it means to rule with might. I must return to Hysant and see Minister Camsell. Next we meet, you will have both of our armies at your backs.
You have my thanks.
We cannot afford to lose this fight. For Norzelia.
I thought this battle was for Glenbrook.
This is not a simple struggle for power, Minister Serenoa. The goddess, the source, iron? The war of 30 years ago comes back to haunt us because the old cling to relics of the past. Norzelia needs to be born anew. Right now, the people of every nation are searching for a young standard-bearer to guide them.
A standard bearer.
Yes, people like you and me. This war is a fine opportunity for us to show our worth to Norzelia.
House Wolfort and Hysant join forces and begin planning Glenbrook's recapture. But with the Norzelia River and the Esfrosti armies in their way, retaking the capital will be no easy feat. Benedict hatches a plan to break the dam, flood the capital, and use the ensuing chaos to take Whiteholm Castle. Serenoa and the others know that the city will not escape unscathed, but are left with no recourse if they wish to defeat the enemy in one fell swoop. In support of House Wolfort, Hysant's great army marches forth for the first time since the Salt Iron War.
Lady Destra, we finally have the upper hand. The path we tread was not an easy one, but Lord Serenoa persevered and has become a fine leader because of it. Once we reclaim the capital and restore the kingdom to its former glory, we may finally see peace. My job will soon be over. Please, pray for Wolfort's success. What is it, my lord?
I've been searching for you. The soldiers are calling.
About the provisions, I presume. I shall take my leave.
Oh,
This is my mother's grave.
I see.
Benedict visits her in place of her unworthy son. He is a cool-headed man, but undoubtedly more than just that.
But of course.
Frederica, would you visit my mother's grave with me?
Are you certain?
Of course.
Then I would love to.
General, it appears an army of Byzantine soldiers has arrived at Castle Wolfort.
No doubt they've come to take Whiteholm from us.
Oh no. Whatever will we do? It looks like they didn't take kindly to Brother's schemes.
Flora, dispatch an army at once.
There is no need. It is best we await them here. No matter how great an army they possess, they will not fell this stronghold easily. All we need to do is buy time. Once they realize what the Archduke is planning, they will tremble in fear.
That will put Esfrost in the same position as it was during the Salt Iron War, which, need I remind you, we lost.
Things are different than they were 30 years ago. They have no just cause for their actions. You understand, don't you, Your Majesty?
I do. I am the Queen of Glenbrook now. An attack on the capital constitutes treason toward the crown and their kingdom.
The people will not support someone without a cause. Without their backing, Wolfort cannot hope to win.
I refuse to acknowledge that pitiful little puppet as queen.
As do I. She disgusts me.
Personal emotions have no place on the battlefield. I cannot entrust anything to such fools, and the Archduke shall know of it.
Avlora!
The nerve of that woman.
So the battle against House Wolford begins.
Minister Serenoa, Minister Camsell and I have brought as many soldiers as we could.
Thank you for bringing reinforcements.
It was you who moved them. There has not been an army this great in Hyzant for 30 years. The Salt Iron War also brought friends and foes together like this. We may have won then, but we had best not get cocky.
Of course. Which is why we have a strategy to ensure our victory.
Minister Exham gave me a brief overview of the plan. Coordination will be the key to our success.
Indeed. Let us go over the plan in detail.
Another war as big as the last. Just how great will the damage be this time?
Let us reconfirm our strategy. Benedict, if you would.
Our target, Whiteholm Castle, was built upon a sandbar in the Norzelia River. The city, sprawled upon the riverbank, is connected to the castle by a single bridge. The river and town are the greatest obstacles to invading armies.
I am well aware. I could not believe my ears when I heard of Esfrost's invasion.
They used the new mining venture to take us by surprise.
However, the Esfrosti army has solidified its defenses. They will likely spread their forces in front of the bridge.
It is the only path of entry. Geographically speaking, it would be impenetrable.
But we shall use that geography to our advantage. The surrounding river was originally prone to floods. But the kings of old spent years improving the river and created a dam upstream to control its water levels. We plan to explode that dam using your Elfric.
And create a deluge to cleanse the city of Esfrosti soldiers.
Indeed. It is a plan they can neither predict nor defend against. Their entire army will be swept away.
The people will not let you get away with that.
There was once a residence along the riverside for nobles and wealthy merchants. However, it is now occupied by Esfrosti aristocrats and officers.
That should mitigate Glenbrook's casualties.
But there will doubtlessly be deaths. Not to mention the lake is the kingdom's source of water, or so I hear. The price of victory will be the people's deep-seated hatred.
Ugh.
I know, but I'm willing to assume any grudge they would bear.
Your resolve has been duly noted. I shall lend you my strength. On your signal, we shall enter the city and evacuate as many citizens as we can.
You are a kind man, Minister Camso. But this would incur quite a debt of gratitude. Allow me to lend a hand as well.
Thank you.
Milo, the blast crystal is capable of destroying the dam, yes?
Undoubtedly.
Excellent. Then our strategy is settled.
First, you two must put pressure on the capital. I wish for you to draw the attention of the Ch13 army. We shall head to Telior and set the blast crystal.
It will explode tomorrow at daybreak.
Very well. May the fortunes of war favor us.
Hyzant and Wolford begin to put their strategies into action. To draw the eye of the Ch13 forces, the Hyzantian army encircles the crown city of Glenbrook. Meanwhile, Serenoa and the others quietly make their way up the Norzelia River toward Telior, Elfric in tow. Though aware of the risks, they hope exploding the dam will flood the city below and rid it of the Ch13 forces within.
As Huet reported, there are Ch13 soldiers here, but not many.
Of course. The lake is a precious water reservoir for the kingdom.
Indeed, which is why House Telior sealed themselves up here.
So now we wait until nightfall to set the blast crystal.
Before that, there are two things we must do. The first is to find a place for it. And the second is to disable the street lamps.
You mean those posts?
At night, the lamps draw on the power of rocks called lumistone to glow. We must remove them.
Then we'll split up into two teams. Benedict and Milo, I leave the lake to you. I shall take care of the street lamps.
Very well. Anna, Lord Serenoa's disguise.
It is ready.
To think the young lord capable of such a thing. He is a curious man, isn't he?
No, he isn't.
Constable Ch13 reporting for duty. Frost has sent me to help patrol the area.
Welcome, Constable. If you don't mind my asking, what brings an officer to this lake?
I can't say for sure. I'm merely obeying orders.
There are more guards than before.
That doesn't mean they are keen to our plan. Stick to the strategy.
It doesn't make any sense. Why were you demoted to Borderland Patrol? Exposing Svarog was a praiseworthy feat.
Calm yourself. The Archduke decided so because of that very feat.
What do you mean?
Think about it. Svarog is a guarded man, perhaps because I'm always sniffing about. But if the Archduke were to remove me from the capital...
You mean the Archduke is trying to throw Svarog off his guard?
It is mere speculation. I cannot be sure what the Archduke is thinking. More importantly, protecting this area is an important job. We must dedicate ourselves to our mission.
The plan is unchanged. We will steal up to the dam and set the blast crystal.
And what if we're seen?
We cannot risk the capital knowing. Witnesses must be exterminated immediately.
Understood.
Milo, we leave the crystal in your care.
Very well.
Let's go. We must get there before the sun rises.
A dangerous mission in the dark. How thrilling.
Very well.
We must occupy the watchtower if we are to destroy the dam.
I'd hate to be caught in the act. How do you suggest we slip by unseen?
Avoid the street lamps. If they see us, they'll surround us where we stand.
Sneaking around in the shadows it is.
To the watchtower, everyone. Defeat is not an option.
Is someone there? My duty shall be done.
Choices, choices.
On my honor as the Dawn Spear.
Prepare yourself.
I won't lose!
I shall try my level best. We must move fast.
Here I come. This battle is won!
Someone's here! Sound the alarm! The alarm. Intruders! Tighten our defenses!
No need to panic.
I will crush you! You will die by my hand! Shall we begin?
Let me show you what I've learned. To ashes!
From where shall we strike? Perish!
My duty shall be done.
Brace yourselves!
Weakling.
I shan't hold back.
Now what to do?
Prepare yourself.
I shall try my level best.
For victory! Damn it!
Forward march!
The hunt is on. This ends now!
Cool heads shall prevail. Allow me.
Thank you.
Flee while you have the chance.
Good try.
Allow me. I saw that.
It hurts. Flames, heed my call!
Forward!
Here!
My duty shall be done.
I shan't hold back.
Now what to do? Weaken to my wiles. Shall I? My fist struck
There
true.
is no mercy on the battlefield. This will serve well.
I won't lose! It ends here!
The hunt is on.
I shall do what I can. Allow me.
You have my gratitude.
So it falls to me.
I will crush you!
And now me.
Now then. Slow! Ah!
For the honor of House Wolfort.
You're from House Wolford, no? What are you doing here?
You'll see soon. Now get out of my way, or I'll have to cut you down.
Allow me.
Error is your downfall.
On my honor as the Dawn Spear. That went well.
Now what to do? Good night! You seem like an honest man. I will thoroughly enjoy laying you down.
Shameless woman. I will expose whatever you're plotting.
Prepare yourself.
You've left yourself open. That hit the mark. Impressed?
There is no mercy on the battlefield. My turn.
How embarrassing. No one escapes the law.
Impressed? My turn.
Here I come.
Face me if you dare.
I shall do what I can. Allow me.
Much appreciated.
I fight for peace.
Blade, heed my call.
Bested by intruders.
I need this.
Allow me.
Prepare to face the Dawn Spear.
There!
I see right through you. Prepare yourself. Let's play.
I see a path to victory.
For victory! Damn it!
The hunt is on.
Face me if you dare.
Let me heal your wounds. Be at ease.
My thanks.
I will end this.
From where shall we strike?
Allow me.
I shall protect you.
Choices, choices.
Let us pry out their weakness. We must move fast.
No need to panic. Time to end this.
Here I come.
On my honor as the Dawn Spear.
Allow me.
I will crush you.
Let's play.
For the honor of House Wolfort.
Let me show you what I've learned.
I shall do what I can. Be at ease.
I'm planning on a long,
Let
long
us
life.
pry out their weakness.
No need to panic.
you.
I have you now. I shan't hold back.
All shall yield before my spear!
Prepare yourself.
Ah! This battle is ours. This ends now!
Now what to do?
Face me if you dare!
I fight for peace.
From where shall we strike?
Perish!
There is no mercy on the battlefield.
I shall do what I can.
Back at you! Looks like I'm up. I won't lose! It ends here! That took longer than I anticipated. The sun is about to rise.
Milo, is the crystal ready?
Please don't rush me. This little one is very delicate. Good little Elfric, just be patient. Your time is coming. And your first cries shall herald my victory. It's ready. I've said it just as you asked.
Then let's make haste.
Purple flames have risen by the lake. The deluge is coming.
Just as we planned. Who knew House Wolford kept such a bold strategist in their midst? They truly are terrifying.
But we shan't lose to them. Now, to the capital.
Did you see that thing up on the mountain this morning? It was shining something fierce.
It looked like a purple light of some sort. Hey, do you feel that rumbling?
Yeah, and it's getting stronger too.
Ah! It's the Hysantian army!
Subjects of Glenbrook, a flood is coming. The city will soon be submerged. You must leave here at once.
A flood?
The dam is broken. We came here to warn you. This rumbling you feel should be proof enough. If you value your life, you must flee the city now.
The dam broke. Then this rumbling is from the water.
We have to go, now!
Run! A flood is coming!
Byzantian hounds. Such a petty trick will not work on me.
Ha ha! General Evlora, you stay right where you are.
No. Do they speak true?
The flood triggered by the Elfric explosion sweeps away half of the Asfrosti forces in the capital. The remaining soldiers panic and retreat, and just like that, the battle is over. House Wolffort returns from the lake to a devastated city.
Well, we've won a sounder victory than I could have expected.
And the Crown City escaped relatively unscathed.
A most happy outcome indeed.
You make it sound anything but. Is this not what you dreamed of achieving?
Your pardon, my lord, your highness. But our fight is far from over.
Yes, right you are. We'll need to work hard towards the Crown City's recovery.
Some good news there. Minister Camsell is looking after the refugees.
For which we are most grateful.
Why? It's but a proactive measure to prepare for when this war is over.
I see.
Oh, and General Avlora was swept up in the flooding. I doubt she survived.
What?
I assume that devastated look is because you wanted to be the one to kill her yourself.
Of course I did! That woman took everything from me.
Take that anger and hatred and refocus it into reclaiming Whiteholm Castle. The soldiers we captured told us Thalas and Erica are still in command there. Along with the Queen of Glenbrook herself.
Cordelia.
Then let us make for the castle.
With haste.
What is happening? Why is the Norzelia River flooding?
Where is Avlora?
She was swept up in the floods, along with many of our soldiers. No one has seen her since. The enemy is taking advantage and laying siege to the castle.
Ugh, that useless woman is never around when we need her.
Fine. I will take command. Gather our remaining forces. This would be easy if that damn cannon were finished.
Well, perhaps it would be if you hadn't killed Dragan so thoughtlessly. He was an explosives expert. We ought to have captured him instead, forced him to tell us all he knew.
That was... I only did as Gustadolf ordered. But if our enemy's goal is to reclaim Glenbrook, then we still have something to use against them.
The sole remaining survivor of the royal family, you mean?
What if the damage is to the city? Let me speak with General Avlora.
I can't. She was swept up in the floods.
What? No!
Our enemy's doing, no doubt. Come, we are going to battle. We've use for you yet, Cordelia.
Unless you intend to run, like your coward of a brother. Does abandoning castle and country run in your family?
No. Queens do not flee. I suspected it might be House Wolford we were fighting.
Cordelia.
Wolford dogs! How dare you!
So you're the ones responsible for getting Hyzant all hot and bothered. You'll pay for ruining all the time I bought us.
Everything we've done has been in the name of reclaiming Glenbrook.
Enough of this senseless fighting, Lord Wolford. I do not wish to see my kingdom in ruins. I am Glenbrook's queen and the last survivor of the royal line besides. Please listen to me.
Do you not see? You are traitors to the crown. Withdraw your soldiers. If you do not,
the kingdom you hope to reclaim will become naught but ash and dust.
Enough.
Sir Maxwell? Have you truly been alive all this time?
It's all right now, Cordelia. Everything will be all right. I, Roland Glenbrook, will make sure of it.
Brother!
What? The princeling lives?
How glad I am to see you.
I'm sorry I left you alone so long. But that ends now.
This isn't good. Archers, kill him!
Brother, look out!
Cordelia! You'll pay for this!
Ready and willing.
Aye, can do.
You monsters! You will pay for what you have done!
We'll pay? You're the savage brutes who flooded the Crown City.
Do you have any idea how much the people have suffered at your hands?
I will answer for my part in this. Once you are dead and buried! The Crown City is all but ours. We must fight! We must win! Forward!
If I must, are you enjoying this?
For my family. Come now!
Choices, choices.
Prepare to face the Dawn Spear.
My turn.
So, Princeling, you've been sneaking around in that little mask like a coward this whole time. Pathetic. Just like the rest of your family. Honestly, the kingdom would be so much better off if your line ended.
Silence! You have been a blight upon my kingdom long enough!
Some homecoming prince, creeping around in that ridiculous mask. Have you no pride?
Everything I did to reclaim my kingdom. And to see you destroyed!
Turning the Crown City into a battlefield to satisfy your own personal vendetta? What a sorry excuse for a prince. The people will call for your head when they find out what you've done.
I see a path to victory. We make it up here.
This battle is ours.
Ready. I strike true!
Looks like I'm up.
I will crush you!
I shall do what I can. Your wounds are healed.
This will help.
My growth is plain to see.
I will end this. Flame, heed my call!
Slaughter is such sweet fun.
Come now!
On the Esfrost name.
Defeat is not an option. Ha! Now I end this.
On my honor as the Dawn Speaker.
Choices, choices. Good night! I see right
Let
through
us
you.
try out their weakness. My turn.
The hunt is on.
How dreadful.
This is only the
You
beginning!
can do more for me.
To work. You're done for!
No. I don't want to die. Not now. Not ever.
Erica is dead? But then who will protect me?
Hey!
Incredible.
My turn.
Now then. Time to end this.
Someone help me. Brother, forgive me.
Cordelia!
Gila, cast your healing magic.
Brother, are you all right?
Spare a thought for your own safety, you fool. If I lost you too, I do not think I could go on.
Nothing vital was struck. She will survive, Your Highness, fear not.
Thank you.
The enemy forces have no one to command them now that Thalos and Erica have fallen. The castle is all but ours. This secures our victory.
Yes, but it's such a steep cost.
Indeed.
Queen Cordelia is past the worst of it.
It's all right now. I apologize for worrying you all.
That's good to hear.
You should be with her, Prince Roland.
Perhaps. But there's nothing I can do for her. I must leave her in the capable hands of the Kingdom physicians. Now, tell me how things in the Crown City are faring.
With Minister Camsel's help, we managed to take it with minimal casualties.
But some lives were still lost. The people will be angry at us for that.
And rightfully so. We acted knowing full well what the consequences would be, so we must face them. I intend to do everything I can to rebuild the Crown City and regain the people's trust.
And we shall help you however we can.
Thank you. I'm fortunate that Hyzant has also offered their aid in this endeavor. Together, I'm certain we can restore the capital to its former glory in no time at all.
Hold a moment, Your Highness. I do not think it wise to rely on favors from Hyzant any more than we already have. They will doubtlessly be looking for recompense, not unlike Sorcelet.
But I will need resources to build the kingdom. And funds.
If it is coin that concerns you, I may have an idea. We have quite a surplus of Esfrosti prisoners, thanks to our victory. I propose we ransom them back to the Grand Duchy for a hefty sum. Gustadov will have no choice but to accept. He's lost too many soldiers.
You would have us relinquish the full force of their army back to them?
We have already retaken Glenbrook, and Esfrost will not be able to move against the kingdom again for quite some time. All I ask is that you consider all your options carefully to avoid falling under Hyzant's control.
Esfrost murdered my family.
Peace, Roland, peace. The welfare of your people must come before all else now.
Very well. Let us parley with those cutthroats.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
But I will also accept Hyzant's aid. That is my decision as King of Glenbrook. We must continue to work with the Holy State if we are to destroy Esfrost once and for all.
As you command. I will supplicate myself as one of the Saintly Seven to the Holy One and ask for aid.
Overwhelmed by the forces of House Wolfort, Esfrost's troops are scattered and driven from the Crown City. Glenbrook, at last, is free. Several days after this fateful battle, Queen Cordelia announces her intent to abdicate the throne and make way for another. Roland Glenbrook, his face no longer hidden from the world, will take his rightful place at the seat of power. With the prince's friends having only just finished grieving his death, and his enemies having only just finished toasting to it, this news shocks the foundations not only of Glenbrook, but of Nozelia itself. Benedict's daring stratagem has left deep scars across the city, which stand as a statement to Esfrost that their enemies will do anything to see them defeated. The prince becomes king and condemns the schemes of Gustadolf, making known Esfrost's plot to usurp the throne. However, the people's reaction to this news is not quite a chorus of approval. It is plain that the ravages of war and the shame of subjugation have left an indelible mark on the once prosperous nation. Although the battle for Glenbrook is behind them, Serenoa and the rest of the city's liberators must make ready for a struggle of an entirely different sort.
Congratulations on returning to your rightful throne, King Roland.
Ah, you've returned. My friend, a word.
Yes.
I am honored to have had you by my side on this journey. To be able to call you friend.
As am I, Roland.
Your Majesty, representatives from Hyzant have arrived.
We shan't make undue demands of your time, King Roland. We've simply come to say farewell.
Without your aid, my people would still be under Esfrost's iron rule. Glenbrook owes you a debt of gratitude.
Consider the debt paid. The knowledge we gleaned of Elfric's capabilities was more than worth our troubles.
Indeed, it surpassed my every expectation. The Holy One is sure to be pleased with the results.
Your Majesty, can we trust you to lift the embargo and keep Esfrost subdued?
Of course. Lord Wolfort has promised his full cooperation in that regard.
Your Majesty, lest you misunderstand your friend's position, allow me to make one matter abundantly clear. Minister Serenoa is of the Saintly Seven. He is not to serve at your whims, but by the grace of the Hierophant.
I understand, but he is also a Lord of Glenbrook. More importantly, he is my friend. As such, I would ask for his assistance in the days ahead, as I have in days past.
Your Majesty, it is plain that the friendship between you two runs deep. However, the rules of politics are old and immutable.
And what does the Lord himself think of his new position?
Of course, I am grateful for the honor Hyzant has bestowed upon me. I will do all in my power to serve both the Hierophant and King Roland with all faithfulness.
In other words, the Hierophant does not have your full loyalty.
Well,
Glenbrook and Hyzant are to be two nations united in purpose. Surely it is reasonable that Lord Serenoa acts in service to both? Perhaps King Roland and the Hierophant should discuss my lord's role together.
You are right, of course. It is not our place to assume the goddess's intent.
Very well. I hope to meet with the Holy One as soon as my duties allow. I expect busy days ahead for you, Serenoa. Be prepared.
Certainly, Your Majesty.
Milo shall stay in Glenbrook for the time being. If there is aught she can assist you with, consider her at your complete disposal. Remember, Milo, that you are the symbol of friendship between our two nations.
But of course, I live to serve, Minister.
And with that, we shall take our leave.
May we meet again soon.
They leave us with a spy. It seems we still haven't won their trust entirely.
Whatever secrets they uncover will only attest to our commitment to the friendship between us.
Still, their actions speak volumes. Their aid has not come without expectation of just recompense. Already, they seek to make Lord Serenoa their puppet.
But we need Hyzant's aid to crush Esfrost.
By the same token, we cannot resist Hyzant without Esfrost's might. And once Esfrost is laid low, Glenbrook will have served its purpose. What then would stop Hyzant from tightening their grip?
Just as they did with the Rosal. The injustice I saw at the source is not something I'll soon forget. If you require proof of Hyzant's true nature, you need only remember.
I know. This country is my home. Built by my father and the kings before him. Safeguarded by my sister and generations of my forebears. I will rebuild it. Restore its glory and its pride. We will not be treated as dogs at the end of a leash.
For now, we must look within. Only after that work is done should we look without.
So, the Crown City has fallen. I see. And what of General Avlora?
Her forces were swept away in the floods, and she has not been seen since.
And my siblings, Thalos and Erica?
They died, fighting bravely in battle. My condolences, Your Grace.
I understand. I have fewer pieces on the board than ever now.
Pieces? Really is true what they say about him.
It seems I was wrong to think that Hyzant would remain idle. Or was my more grievous error to be taken in by the prince's false death? Regardless, I was a fool to show House Wolford any mercy.
Your Grace, reports from the battlefield tell of an unknown weapon being brought to bear against our forces.
Oh? Continue.
Our troops sighted an explosion of purple smoke from the Tellier domain before the banks collapsed and flooded the valley.
They possess a weapon that can alter the river's flow. It appears the weapon Avlora indicated in her report has been completed sooner than we anticipated. We mustn't allow Hyzant to think they've won the upper hand. I intend to answer their weapon with one of my own.
After retaking Whiteholm Castle, Roland assumes the throne. Joy over the return of the line of Glenbrook sweeps the kingdom. Yet not everyone is quick to welcome Roland back with open arms. Life under Esfrosti rule treated them well, and they suspect him to be naught but a figurehead of a puppet regime. Roland's absence, it seems, made room for discord among his subjects to flourish.
There you are, Your Majesty.
Ah, Huette.
Pray, do not sound so dismal. Now that we have retaken Whiteholm Castle, you are Glenbrook's rightful king. We've an entire kingdom to rebuild out of the ruins of war. Patriot and the others have been demanding utmost haste.
I understand that, I do. But... oh, Cordelia. Damn the duchy. They tried to take everything from me. They have to pay.
I know you have suffered many hardships, but pray, do not let yourself succumb to despair. Me, our comrades, your people, all of us are eagerly awaiting the era of peace our new king will bring.
King, eh? My father never once let his emotions overcome him. Not even the day my mother died. I had every intention of following his stoic example, but...
Majesty, I bring word from the infirmary.
Is it Cordelia? Pray tell me she is all right.
She is indeed recovering apace, Your Majesty.
Oh, thank the stars.
It seems she has something to discuss with you all, if you will hear her out.
Of course. Tell her we'll speak in the garden, but only if it will not tax her overmuch.
Yes, sire.
Huet, fetch Serenoa and the rest. Tell them to come to the garden as soon as they are able.
'Twould be my pleasure.
What is it? You're smiling.
It's only... I thought it would be some time yet before I saw you look so at ease. I'll return shortly with the others.
Cordelia, you've returned to me after so long. But slow and steady is the path to recovery. Yes, there is no rush. So that is what happened in my absence.
Yes. Gustadolf was a clever ruler. After the invasion, Patriot and his royalists cozied up to Espros in order to protect themselves. Gustadolf used them to his every advantage. He stripped them of their privileges and left them nothing but their governing responsibilities. I don't think Patriot much cared for that, but it did ensure everything continued smoothly, without interrupting the people's lives.
Now I understand why there was little unrest after the occupation began.
A clean, effective takeover by a well-seasoned commander.
But all the while, he was preparing to face the next conflict.
Wait, does he intend to march on Hyzant next?
I believe so. I wish I could be more specific. But the Goddess's shield cannot protect the Holy State's capital from Esfrost. Not anymore. He said it will all be over once the death knell is ready.
What is this death knell?
A new weapon born from the coupling of his frosty ironworking and explosive projectiles. Thalos claimed it is powerful enough to break through the Goddess's shield.
To think Esfrost is capable of creating such a monstrosity.
So much for their reign of peace. Taking over Glenbrook was only the first move in a bigger gambit to seize the source.
I am disturbed to learn of Gustadolf's plan. But rebuilding our capital must take priority.
Very well. We should investigate the extent of the damage and discuss how best to proceed from there. House Wolfort will lend whatever aid you need.
Thank you, Serenoa. But since you are one of their saintly 7 now, I'd ask you to keep an eye on Hyzant as well.
Cordelia? Apologies. A brief spell of dizziness.
I have been looking everywhere for you, Your Highness.
Patriot.
I do not recall giving you leave of the infirmary. Your injuries are still healing. Would you undo all the trouble I went through to get you the best of care? Pray, return to the infirmary at once.
It wouldn't do to push yourself, Cordelia. Rest now. Leave everything to me.
All right.
We got a pretty good understanding of the damage in the capital, my lord. It's a tad more than we were expecting.
I see. Then we must make haste with repairs. Let's report this to Hyzant and see what aid they can give us. Was there anything of note besides damage?
There ain't an easy way of putting this, but not everyone's exactly pleased to hear Prince Roland's returned. Esfrost exempted Glenbrook's subjects from the salt tax. Likely a bid to get in everyone's good graces. And a damn good one at that. But more than that, the so-called freedom Gustadolf brought to the kingdom seems to have made a splash. He threw out the old ways and made it so anyone could better their lot in life depending on their ability, instead of their birthright.
Just as in Esfrost.
Then the people must have looked quite favorably upon Gustadolf's rule.
I wager folks ain't too pleased to see us, since they figure it means things will go back to how they used to be.
Roland surmised as much. We must do something to show the people his is a return worth celebrating.
Anna, have you looked into the state of affairs in the castle?
Yes. The head of the Royalists, Minister Patriot, is extending his influence. He made quite the name for himself, even under Gustadolf. Though he seems eager enough to support King Roland, he was just as eager to serve the Archduke. I do not believe we can trust him.
Distinguished members of House Wolford, how hard you are all working to rebuild our capital. What a delightful thing to see.
Minister, you do us a great honor visiting us out of all the many other responsibilities that must vie for your attention.
Oh, come now, do not think yourself so insignificant. The entire kingdom owes you its thanks, myself included, of course. We are so grateful for House Wolford's aid, even though you now serve a different master.
We are only doing what any of King Roland's loyal vassals would.
Speaking of the king, I'm afraid we've a bit of a problem. His Majesty seems to be entertaining thoughts of retaliating against Esfrost. But the people have had their fill of war, and I'm sure you're already aware the people look upon the royal line with disfavor. I only beg you take every care going forward.
A warning.
Even so, there is naught we can do but focus on rebuilding.
Indeed. Let us return to the king and apprise him of our progress.
I would walk the city with Sheila a bit longer and speak with the people.
As you wish. But this is not the capital you knew. Be careful, my love.